I'm Mr. Hambling, and this is my virtual reality sandbox.
So what exactly are you doing right now?
What I'm doing right now is calibrating the sensor. So this thing up here is actually an old piece of an Xbox. It's an Xbox Connect, and that's what's actually doing the sensing of the surface. And so we're training it to know where the surface of the sand is. So it has to know what elevation that this is at. It's sensing this continually. And then up top is a projector that's going to project that information after it's converted from the computer into a picture back down onto the sand. So we're going to create sort of a virtual reality sort of a setup.
Go ahead. So what is it doing right now?
Right now it's sensing the surface and then painting a virtual reality image over the top of whatever they've created. So you're going to see the contour intervals all rise up, and you'll be able to see the mountains and see the valleys. If you build high enough, go ahead and build something big. If you build high enough, the colors will actually change, and you should be able to see some snow on top. Maybe if you dig deep enough, you'll see some water.
That is so cool. So what made you decide to build this?
Well, I saw an example of it from a person from IU at Hasty, the Who's Your Science Teacher convention that we have every year. And I got to talking with him, and I thought, well, I can make one of those. And so we came back and we did.
So what classes will be using this?
My paleontology will use it when we study rock formations and mapping. And a lot of other classes have talked about it. I know Mr. Likens' Japanese class, he's thought about bringing them here to see if they can recreate the island of Japan from a map. So it should be a lot of fun. We really don't even know what we're going to use it for yet. It's so new and there's so many things to do with it. There's been a lot of ideas. I've been filling up balloons and putting them underneath the sand and creating sinkholes, all kinds of fun stuff.
Awesome.
So eventually what we would like to do is we would like to get a faster computer and faster graphics card. I told you before, the whole thing, costs like $17 for us to put all this together, with the building trades building the box for us and everything else. But eventually we'll be able to have a mountain like this with a big crater in it, and you'll be able to hold your hand over top, release it, and it will rain down into the crater and fill up the crater. And then you could dig down the side of the mountain and then watch the water literally flow down the side of the mountain, and then fill in another area. But we need a faster video card and a faster computer to make that happen. Yeah, the rain thing will be fun. And you can see how it's going to work, because when you hold your hand out there for a second, it'll start to change. It'll start to go like that, and then it senses that, and then when you move it away, it will drop rain into wherever you had it. Fun facts about it: it's a lot of fun. Everybody really enjoys it. It's a great stress reliever. The students trickling into the science department just to relieve their stress with our sandbox.
Oh my God.
So hopefully it'll be a good learning tool as well. Looking forward to using it in class.
I think this really shows how the East Science Department really wants to go above and beyond with everything they do, and just really try hard to make sure that all the students can interact and really learn wonderful things, and they just love it. True dat.
I'm Mr. Hambling, and this is my virtual reality sandbox.